Hi, I'm Adam
Alright,
Seger. Hi, I'm Adam Seger. I'm here at the Tanzy Bar Garden with Farmer Jay here in beautiful Boca Raton.
How you doing, Adam?
Fantastic. You too. I wanted to thank you because you helped out some friends of mine who were inspired by what we're doing down here. It's actually a place called 28 Hong Kong Street in Singapore, and it was just named top 50 bars in the world. And it's definitely the top craft cocktail bar in Singapore. And the problem they have an amazing mixologist, Michael Callahan from San Francisco. He gets the whole farm to bar and garden to glass and craft cocktails, but they weren't able to get really great fresh herbs. They could get them in and flown into Singapore, but as soon as they would open them up, within a couple hours, they just lost all their essential oils. So I gave you a call, and it was interesting because we looked kind of quickly at the climate in Boca Raton, Florida, and the climate in Singapore, and they're very subtropical, very similar. So, tell me a little about some of the herbs that do better in a hotter climate, because those are some of the things that they're looking at to grow in Singapore that have been successful here in South Florida.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you too, the trick to it is, I mean, there is some herbs that are very seasonal that you just can't grow when it gets too hot. But I'll tell you the trick is this irrigation system. If you can get consistent water to your herbs, this is going to prolong the life of your herbs, and it's going to be you're going to be able to grow things that typically wouldn't be in season. But for instance, things we can grow basil all summer long, chives all summer long, rosemary, mints. Things that we can't grow in the summer are going to be cilantro. Thyme struggles a little bit. Parsley will struggle a little bit, but you know, like you said, we kept parsley in this, but because it had water consistently a couple of times a day, see, a small drink in the morning and a small drink at night will do an herb very good. And we were able to keep parsley here, and our summers are very hot. We're subtropical at the bottom of the state of Florida. It gets very hot in the summertime. Lots of rain will come as well, but we're able to keep our parsley year round. So you're able to do that by adding water consistently.
Well, that's the most amazing invention, especially with this, because my first rooftop garden was in downtown Chicago, and I didn't even have a hose on the roof. So if I'm taking buckets of water all summer long, and it's a pretty good sized garden, and I could water everything in the morning, and if it was a hot day, by afternoon everything's completely dry. And if I didn't water twice a day, I would lose plants. And so this is really amazing to be able to have this and sustain it.
Yeah, that's what you have to consider, because I mean, see, these pots are very small, and this is going to dry out very fast. So that's why we got to do it at least twice a day. In the summertime, I even have these going 3 times a day. When we hit August and the hottest days, we had this going off 3 times a day, a couple of minutes each time. So small drinks of water. So that's what's key, is getting the water set up right and then picking the right herbs for the right space. So there will be some things that you can't grow, but there's a lot of stuff that you can.
Well, it's really neat because initially you have a great visual thing for your guests, and you obviously have this incredible flavor, but you kind of have this byproduct, a good byproduct of a much smaller carbon footprint. Right? Think about my friends at 28 Hong Kong Street. They have to fly in herbs several times a week, and that's very expensive. It's jet fuel, it does a lot of things to our planet, yet they have this incredible sunshine right on top of the roof, and so now it's some things that you helped teach them and me, and some inspiration. Hopefully we'll lower the carbon footprint on the other side of the world a little bit, and have some fresh mojitos in Singapore.
Oh, that's great. I'm so proud to be somewhat of an influence in that, and we just do this one step at a time, one garden at a time, one restaurant at a time, one person at a time. That's how we make change.
Awesome. Now, I'm a hat guy, so I got to see how you look in the mixologist hat, and I got to try the Farmer Jay, because I might switch. I like this. It keeps the
it definitely keeps the sun off. Yeah, you got to pick the right hat for the right thing.
I think we give you a muddler and a Hawthorne shaker, and they'll think you've been all over the bar.
I think we got to change clothes.
We'll get you a vest. We'll be all right. All right. Cheers. Thanks so much.